Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing some slime dares in this video. I will be picking them with a comment generator just so that it'll be fair. I will just be using my previous slime dares video to do this. The first dare is, as requested by Happy Tiger, I dare you to cut open a squishy and mix it into slime. Ooh, RIP. Okay, this squishy might look all cute on the outside, but secretly, it put up a good fight. I thought that I would be able to cut this in one go because my scissors are really sharp. Why did that sound really bad? Anyways, after cutting it a few times, I was able to cut it into pieces and eventually add it into slime. I figured adding it into a melted slime would be easier and then activating it at the same time. The end result really reminded me of jelly cube slime, except that when I'm playing with it, it's not quite the same because when I'm squishing the squishy parts, the squishy parts are still intact. Like they're not done. They're not popped. Yeah. Still fun to play with. Let's move on to the next dare. Gotcha the cookie says, oh, that sounds like gotcha. Like, I gotcha a cookie. I'm getting distracted. Anyways, I dare you to add any paper thing like paper towel, paper, or toilet paper and add it into slime. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever added any of those into slime before. Before we do that, I am going to mix some slime first. The slime got thick unintentionally. I wasn't thinking about the glue that I was using. I used glue all, so that's definitely why. There isn't any particular order that I'll be adding these into the slime, I just went with it. I started off with adding toilet paper, and this was fairly easy to mix in, probably because it's delicate and it's for your tushy, so I'm assuming, yeah, it has to be. But it didn't really do much to the slime. After that, I added in the napkin, and this was similar to the toilet paper. Easy to mix in. Again, I didn't really notice anything that big other than it started to get rippy when I stretch it, and the pieces of the napkin toilet paper were just there. Lastly, I added in the towel, and this really made the slime tough and rippy. I don't know if it matters that originally this slime was thick, and this might be more different if I add it into a thinner slime. Next up, we have Seisha Torta says, I dare you to make slime, but before that, microwave every single ingredient of slime before you mix it. For example, microwave glue, and then microwave borax, and then mix. I really hope that I don't burn down my microwave doing this. First step, add your glue, and then microwave it. Just to let you know, for each ingredient that I'm microwaving will be for 15 seconds. I also want to say that I did edit out a lot of the microwaving parts out. You can still hear the sounds, but just to save time, I pinky promise you, from the bottom of my heart, I microwaved every ingredient before I mixed it in. The result is amazing. The slime came together so smoothly and fast. I didn't need to add any additional activator. Usually I would need to. Let's go back to how much I actually added. Not even that much. I don't know what the science is, like heating elements up. I don't know. If I were to simplify this stair and do it again, I'd probably add everything at once and then microwave it. That way it won't be as time consuming. I had to be careful though because the slime was hot and I did have to let it cool down before playing with it. I made a really good slime out of this. It was stretchy, it was clicky. Moving on to the next stair, Panda Gabby says, I dare you to put an entire bag of hot Cheetos or Takis in clear slime. I didn't have any Takis on hand, but I did have some Cheetos. Unfortunately, these are not hot Cheetos, but it's still Cheetos, and I'm adding it into slime. My poor slime. I am so sorry. Not gonna lie, mixing this in was nasty. I mean, it smelled good, but it's just not pleasant to look at. I did have to activate the slime because my slime was in the melting stage. It dyed my slime orange. The slime wasn't as crunchy as I thought it would be, though. I thought that it would be interesting to leave this in the fridge, of course, for 24 hours to see what would happen. And all the Cheetos rised up to the top, just like how foam beads would. And the slime was surprisingly really glossy. Sadly, I am not going to keep the slime for long because it does have food in it. For the last stair, Warshawn Khan says, I dare you to add 1 or 2 drops of every food dye that you have in your house in a white glue based slime and mix it. These are all of the food dyes that I currently own. I don't know if this is considered a lot, but this was a good dare for me to do because I was able to clean out empty food coloring that I just kept and never threw away. I was curious what color this would turn out because I am mixing this in a yellow slime and not in a white slime. Mixing all the colors was beautiful, although sad seeing them mix together. Sadly, it turned into this brown, poopy, puke kind of color, but what can you do? That concludes this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!